Hi, and welcome to MBC. We're your hosts, Heather Downey,
And I'm Jack Graham.
and we're here with our esteemed guest, Lizzie Cugnini, who is our lone senior representing today. Shout out to Maddie and David, who could not be here today. But we wanted to take this time to interview Lizzie because this is her last shoot with us, and you've been a committed member for all 4 years you've been here at Muhlenberg. So maybe you wanted to talk a little bit about exec board positions you've held and your just experience at MBC.
Oh, stop. That makes me so sad. Me too. It feels like just yesterday I was a freshman and I heard about MBC through an activities fair, and I was like, why not? Seems pretty cool to deal with cameras. I'll stop by. And I've been with the club ever since. Actually, after first semester freshman year, I held co-PR, and then from co-PR I was co-president for 2 years. And it's just crazy to see the club change and the club grow. And honestly, as a freshman, I was like, I will not ever be smart enough to lead this club and deal with all the technology. But guess what? I figured it out.
I mean, you turned on the whole system today.
That's
so
true. It's just a lot of off and on and random plugging things in, but it eventually turns on every time.
Yeah.
If you could go back and change one thing that you've done, what would it be?
At Muhlenberg or
How about in general?
in God, there's so much.
Whoa.
There's so much I would change. I would take more fun classes here. I took hip hop 1 last semester, and I'm in an aerial silks course. And I wish I would have just taken them earlier, so I could have retaken them and gone up in the levels. They're just so much fun, and I wish I didn't feel intimidated freshman or sophomore year just to take fun dance classes.
If you could say anything to the freshmen coming in, what would it be?
Don't wear your lanyards, and don't use trays in the dining halls. Just don't. It's a huge marker that you're a freshman. And the quicker you learn to not do that, the easier it is.
So what's been maybe you can talk maybe first in general and then for MBC, your favorite part, your favorite thing about Muhlenberg, your favorite thing about MBC.
Okay.
It's probably
This is
tough.
so sad. This is so sad. I really just having a small school is a double-edged sword, but I really like being able to not have any dinner plans and then just see someone in the dining hall and just be comfortable enough and friendly enough to just sit with them and hang out and chat. I think it's a real blessing that I don't always have to have those plans and have that set in stone. I can just find someone in the dining hall I'm really close with and eat with them. Because I talked to a bunch of friends at bigger schools, and they're like, oh, it's so sad eating alone because all your friends have class. I'm like, I just walk in and hope there's someone there, and there always is. I think with MBC, it's great about how much content we produce. I'm thinking of other clubs I'm at, and some of them peter out when the semesters are over, or they just don't do a lot as things are going by. But we're always here week after week doing a shoot, entertainment. If you can't come 1 week, it's not everyone shuns you. You can just come when you can make it. And I think that's really cool to have also concrete things that we can look at when we're older and be I remember in my college days filming this stuff.
So along the same lines of moving forward, do you have any post-grad plans or aspirations?
Yeah, so going to med school. I'm just kidding.
I was like, wow, I didn't know.
yeah,
you got
I
in.
should-
Congrats.
Yeah, Harvard med school. Crazy. No, I'm moving back home. I'm working retail over the summer, trying to save up money. And then around the end of the summer, I'm hoping to move out to LA.
Wow.
I want to work in film and television, eventually working up to a creative producer position, or I'm really open to a lot. But it's going to be terrifying, and I'll probably be eating ramen noodles for every single meal of my entire life.
Well, that's incredible, but you know what? I'm sure you can do it.
Aw, thanks.
So let me tell you just a more lighthearted question. What was your favorite class here at Muhlenberg over your years here?
Favorite class? I gotta say Hip Hop 1. It was just fun to dance a lot and then learn about the history of hip hop. And also Sammy is just an amazing mover and dancer and is so fun to work with.
Well, I'll definitely have to look into that one.
Yeah. So this is going to be kind of fun.
Okay.
but I think it would be up for the challenge. I think we should do speed round with Lizzie.
Okay.
So Jack will just come up with a bunch of questions off the cuff because he's very good at that. And he'll just come up with a bunch of short little questions for you to answer. Speed round, let's learn about Lizzie. All right?
All right.
Ready?
Okay.
Tell me when. Just
Yeah, ready, set, go.
favorite letter,
Z.
favorite color,
Blue.
favorite number,
7.
favorite movie,
Fight Club.
favorite ocean,
Mediterranean.
favorite bird,
Peacock.
favorite continent,
Antarctica.
favorite consonant.
O.
That's not
Good
Doesn't
choice.
spell- the TH sound.
Favorite tree,
Oak.
favorite bird.
Penguin.
Good choice. Favorite kind of bear,
Brown bear.
least favorite kind of bear.
Grizzly bear.
Favorite type of cake.
Ice cream cake.
Bad choice. Least favorite kind of cake.
offended.
Vanilla cake.
Also a bad choice. Best
Wait.
kind is red velvet. You're wrong.
wow.
Let me think. Least favorite movie.
Least favorite movie? Rent. Sorry.
Rent. Okay. Favorite student on campus.
Favorite student?
Whoa, strong opinions here.
Heather Downey.
Yes.
Wrong. It's Jack. So, what's your favorite food?
Sushi.
Least favorite food.
Egg salad.
Who's your favorite parent?
Whoa! Maybe this is where the speed round stops.
Both.
I think we've got to know a lot
All right.
about
That's
Lizzie.
all I've got then.
Well, that was a really good insight into Lizzie. Some questions I didn't even know about Lizzie. But
I don't know if they're all true. I was just making them up really fast.
that's so funny. So what do you think you'll take from MBC that you'll use in the future?
Yeah. I think there's something to be said about like the collaboration process of working with so many people who might not have the same views as you or the same like working style, but being able to like week after week have a goal and have a deadline and get all of that met with such a big group, I think is really important. And I don't think a lot of students like leave college knowing that they can do that. Like I'm leaving knowing that like if I'm given a room of like 10 and 15 people, I can film and get a shot done and get like a news shoot or an entertainment shoot, and I can also problem solve whatever weird technical problems are happening.
Mm-hmm.
And it's also just really cool to be able to say that like, yeah, I did that. I helped run a student like news organization, and I worked with so many different people.
Mm-hmm. So maybe as like a wrap-up kind of question, is there like a specific, funny or not, like memory that you have from MBC that you wanted to share?
Ooh, that's a good question.
Kind of hit you with that one.
Okay, yeah, I think it was my freshman year. There was a senior doing weather for the first time, and every single take, because when you're doing weather on camera, they flip it. So where you move, it's opposite, so it can get really confusing. And every single take, you're supposed to move a little to the left so the graphic can flip, and then you can point to like Friday correctly. And every single time, he would move out of frame, and we did this about like 20 takes. And he just could not get it, that you were supposed to stay in frame. And it was so funny because every time he would do it, you would just hear from like inside the recording room, everyone scream. And then he would just go like, no, and start screaming. And eventually everyone just like cut their losses. And he just walked out of the frame and walked back in.
It is funny. I think if I would cut in my
Yeah, what
favorite
about you,
memory,
Heather?
my favorite memory of you. One time we were doing an Alamule bubble. I'm not sure if it was I think it was my freshman year. And we were talking about when famously April the giraffe had her baby, and we were speculating what the name would be because I think it happened like that morning
Yeah.
or something like that, something crazy like that, or the baby hadn't been named yet. And you came up with the name Oregano. And I don't know what that giraffe's name is now, but I just call it Oregano
I don't
because of
think
you.
it's named Oregano.
I don't think so either.
It really should. Philly Zoo, right? Was it Philly?
I'm not
If you're
sure.
watching this, rename it Oregano.
Yeah.
I don't know. It was the first thing that came to me. I couldn't
Or the
think-
next giraffe that's born, name it Oregano.
Name now all of your giraffes, dogs, cats, children, Oregano.
Yeah. Well, anyway, thanks, Lizzie, for joining us for your very last shoot with
Oh, that's so
NBC.
sad.
We thank you for everything you've done for this club because it's been a lot. And we wish you the best of luck after graduation and congrats.
Aw, thanks, guys.
Yeah,
I'm only
so-
an email, text away.
Yeah. So signing off for the very last time, and we're your hosts, Heather Downey.
I'm Jack Graham.
And I'm Lizzie Cugnini.
And so stay classy, mules.